Hi there guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at fuel and what's the best type of fuel to use in your Ooni Karu pizza oven, and of course talking about how to light it. So many people choose to cook their pizzas using wood, and there's a number of reasons for that. It's fairly cost effective, it imparts a lovely flavour on the pizza, and also it's a lot of fun, more so than cooking on gas. I really enjoy building a fire and cooking in that natural, traditional method on wood. Now, thinking about the types of wood, there are two main types that I use when cooking pizza. First of all, we've got some beech wood here, it's a nice light coloured wood, and then we've got some oak. They produce very little smoke and they produce a nice hot flame that lasts a long time. Now, it's important to remember to avoid woods with a high sap content, like pine for example, or any wood that's described as green wood, which means it's freshly cut down. It needs to be well seasoned, dried out, and have a moisture content of around 15%. You can use one of these moisture content meters to test the wood. I think I picked this one up for around £10, so they're not that expensive. Also, avoid any wood that's been treated in any way or painted, because that's not going to impart a nice flavour onto your pizzas. Now, obviously you can source your own wood, you can chop it up, but bear in mind it will take up to 2 years to dry out properly, especially in a climate like here in the United Kingdom. Another option is you can get yourself one of these. Now, Ooni do these premium assorted oak packs, which give you all the wood you need. There's plenty of other companies out there that do them. The good thing with these is they're kiln dried, you know they're ready to burn, and they're sourced from a sustainable source too. So I have a store of wood here that we keep outdoors under cover just to keep the rain off. This has been left for about 2.5 to 3 years now and should be dry and ready to burn. Now, these boxes are handy because they come all chopped to the right length. You get different size chunks in here too, some big ones, and they come with fire lighters. If you wanted to get your hands on some of these yourself, you can check the links in the description below. So quite often when I'm cooking on wood using the Ooni Karu pizza ovens, I'll mix this with charcoal. Now, the reason for this is charcoal gives a nice bed for the wood to sit on and it creates a really long, consistent burn. Now, charcoal comes in two types. You can get briquettes or lump wood. I would recommend lump wood like these ones from Ooni. You don't have to use the Ooni ones. There's plenty of brands out there that do a good quality charcoal. The problem with briquettes is they tend to crumble, they're a bit dusty, and I don't find they get as hot. Whereas a nice lump wood charcoal, like this one for example, made from 100% birch, gives a lovely flavour and a lot of intense heat. Now, when choosing a charcoal, I tend to look for a few things. I want something that's got nice big chunks like this. The larger chunks tend to burn for longer and they create bigger gaps, which increases your airflow, helping you get a hotter flame. I would also recommend doing your research to make sure your charcoal comes from a sustainable source. Now, when it comes to fire starters or fire lighters, there's many different types, but the ones I tend to use the most are these. These are a natural kind of waxed fibre that you put in between the coals and they light straight away and burn for a long time. Again, I would always go for something that's natural and sustainably sourced, and I would also really recommend that you avoid any type of fire lighter like this. They smell like chemicals, they're great for starting your log burner indoors, but you don't want to impart this flavour on your pizza. The same goes for lighter fluid, that stuff that you see people spraying all over the coals before they light it. It smells horrible, it's got all sorts of chemicals in it, and it doesn't belong anywhere near your fire. Now, when it comes to lighting your fire, I tend to use this. It's like a chef's blowtorch. I got it off Amazon, it was cheap. You could also use something like this, which is a plumber's blowtorch. They're a little bit intense, a little bit aggressive, but it certainly works, and these canisters of gas are easy to replace. So hopefully this video has taught you a little bit about what kinds of fuel are best for your Ooni Karu. Now I'm going to show you my method for lighting it. So here we have the fuel basket for the Karu. So I set up with a bed of coals on the bottom like this and a couple of the fire lighters in between. I would then rest these wood chunks on top like this, push it all the way to the back of the oven and light. I'd then leave it for around 10 to 15 minutes to get going before adding a bit more charcoal and a few more wood chunks. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any more questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and we'll see you next time for more pizza making videos.